Lizzie, was it fun to roll on your back like that? Did you have fun? What was it like to make time to have fun and take care of yourself? Do you feel refreshed and renewed now? What sort of feelings did that give you to actually make time for yourself, huh?
So this week's topic is self-care. So what does self-care mean to you, and why don't we do enough of it? So self-care means taking time to fill up your cup. So what sorts of activities and interests do you engage in that make you feel refreshed, renewed, recharged, re-energized? When I first learned about self-care, I used to think that maybe binge watching an entire season of Grey's Anatomy in a day was self-care. That might be more on the self-indulgence scale. So when we're thinking about self-care, we want to think about things that refuel us, make us feel good and whole again. Some good examples of this would be spending time with friends that we love, yoga, meditating, taking a relaxing bath. So sometimes the things that we do for self-care don't necessarily feel like things that we want to do, but we know that we need to do them in order to refuel and keep moving forward. Now, so many of us when we get busy, we kind of put our self-care to the wayside. We always try to do things for others before we do anything for ourselves. And so why do we do this? Why are we so hung up on what other people need us to be doing instead of putting ourselves as a priority? Not making times for ourselves can get us feeling burnt out, resentful, exhausted. This is not a good place to be in. In today's society, it can seem selfish to do things for ourselves, but in reality, we need to take that time to recharge, because if we're not fulfilled ourselves and full enough, then we won't be able to provide anything to anyone else. And so sometimes we need to set aside time on our schedule for self-care. So just as we would schedule an appointment with a client, we put that on our calendar, or we need to go pick up our kids at this time, we add it to our calendar. So maybe a helpful tip would be adding your self-care time to your calendar so that it makes it just as much of a priority as those important things in our lives. It also allows us to maybe check off a box on a list if that's one of your things. So everyone who's watching this, let's set a goal of doing one thing for our self-care over the next week. Pencil it in on your calendar. And talking with your therapist about self-care is an important thing as well. So you want to make sure that you're engaging in enough self-care to make you feel recharged, and we can talk about different ways in our sessions together to help you kind of accomplish that goal. But have a good self-care week, and I'll see you next Wednesday.